What's up, Lions Nation? This is We Are Lions Nation podcast. We are live on YouTube tonight. We're not on Facebook. Right? We're only on YouTube. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. We got Smoking Jerry B in the house. We got the Stat Man in the house.
What's going on?
It's time for the recap show. And Stat Man?
The countdown begins
now.
Boom, here we are. We are live. Sorry about yesterday, everybody. Schedules happen sometimes, and the Stat Man and myself, we were both behind, and we were not ready to put on a good show for you, but we are here tonight.
I'm always ready to rock.
Smoking Jerry B's been sitting there. He's been sitting in that chair since yesterday, so we're hoping, wishing him all the best.
I think my ass is atrophied.
We got Crazy Ken in the house. What's up? What's up, Crazy
What up,
Ken?
Dad?
How's it going, Crazy Ken?
We got Mr. and I believe Logan's mom and stepdad, correct, Logan?
Yep. Hi, Mom. Hi, Tom. Love you.
Hi, Logan's
And
parents.
we got Logan's awesome wife,
Hey,
Amanda,
babe.
in the house as well. So we got family.
Love
Hi,
you, babe.
Mrs. Logan.
Where's all my family? None of my family's here.
I'm
guys.
surprised we haven't seen the
Proof
Hulk
they don't love
here
you enough.
yet.
Nope. Yeah. What you gonna do? Well, anyway, we are here. It's our recap show, and we're live. And you know what, Jeremy B? I'm gonna let you say this normal first line that I usually say, since we are on YouTube, and we are at 106 subscribers on our way to that 1,000 subscriber mark. You know, what should they do if they wanted to become a subscriber, Jeremy B?
Well, if you like the content we have and the opinions we give, go ahead and click that subscribe button that has a little bell next to it, which is the notifications. Make sure it's on. Then you'll know every time we're on. If you like the show that we're airing at that time, give us a thumbs up. You don't like it, at least give us a thumbs down, because either way, it helps us overall. But we prefer the thumbs up.
Yeah. And another thing, if you have your
Share.
subscriptions hidden, we're still trying to do this giveaway. So if you have your subscription hidden, you want to keep it hidden, just take a picture of or do a screenshot on your phone of you subscribing to us, so we know you've subscribed, and we'll put you on that list for that giveaway. We're still trying to get all those 100 to let us know whether they've subscribed or not, because a lot of you guys have your stuff hidden and we cannot visually see it.
And also, if you comment, we pretty much know you're on YouTube because we're only on YouTube tonight.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. From now on, except for Fridays, we'll be on
Yep.
YouTube.
Fridays, the post-game reaction, stuff like that, we'll do on everything. But our post-game and pre-game, it's right here, baby.
Right here on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to everybody that is popping in right now and watching us. And let's get this started now. I don't know. I did this yesterday, so you guys can help me out. I don't know if it's 100% correct still, but as far as injuries go, what I have from the game last weekend, Jamal Williams did have that concussion, and then Trey Flowers with a knee. Do you guys have any updates on those at all?
AJ Parker is possibly out for the season with the shoulder separation.
Oh, I forgot. I knew that, and I forgot.
Jamal Williams returned to the game, so he cleared concussion protocol.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure that everybody's seen that he did have some concussion stuff. So hopefully that doesn't affect him later on this week at all, because I know it can come
Yeah,
back.
if he actually had a concussion, he would not have returned to the game. He'd have been out for a minimum of a week.
Yeah, and Parker you said AJ Parker, was that correct?
Yep, that's the reason why. That's reason why. And I hate to use this word, but piss poor Daryl Worley had to come in, and all of a sudden Cooper Kupp went off for over 109 yards against him.
We got Dan Leonard saying, "Is the link on Facebook to the YouTube?" You
I
mean
I believe it's in our group page, is it?
yeah.
Our
Yeah.
YouTube link? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
If it's not, I'll post it later, Dan. If you don't see it there, just let me know and I'll post it on there later. Tom and Amy said, "How do you tell if it's hidden?"
So
Well, we know Tom and Amy, Crazy Ken, Dan Leonard, Quinn Cook. I mean, we know those guys are in because they comment almost every show religiously. We know Joseph Host is on the Facebook side, but I've never seen him post on the YouTube side.
Dan Leonard says Cooper Kupp goes off for 100+ on everybody.
But he wasn't going off for 100 on AJ Parker. That's the point.
What I want to say real quick while I'm thinking about it, I don't know if you guys seen after the game, Matthew Stafford said some good stuff about the Lions after the game.
Yes, he did. He basically said,
just got to win, but still, I think he would have said the same thing regardless if they would have lost. He had nothing but positive things to say about that Lions team, and almost
he said
everybody
Lions
that's played us has said the same thing, that the Lions are not easy.
Except for Green Bay and Cincinnati, because that's our only two blowouts.
Yeah. Other than that, everybody said that the Lions were.
Everybody said the Lions are a tough out. They were not an easy out. Bengals didn't say a word because they didn't have to. They just destroyed us.
But there was a lot of love. There was a lot of love from Stafford. There was a lot of love from like Taylor Decker. Stafford and DeAndre Swift had a good conversation that you can hear if you watch the video on it. It's pretty cool. Stafford telling Swift that he's amazing, and it was just really cool to see. I was hoping that Stafford would, and them guys would still, because they're all still friends in the end. And I just thought it was really cool, and I wanted to bring it up because of what he said.
What about that amazing stat about DeAndre Swift 15 games into his career?
Yeah, I could not get that on here. It wouldn't let me bring it on to the thing. I was trying to
over 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns, and the 88 receptions by a running back is the most in Detroit Lions history.
I can bring it up right now, fellas, and just read it.
I just hope he doesn't become another Stafford to where he puts up all these numbers for us and just gets shipped off in the end of his career without his championship.
On Twitter, the Detroit Lions PR said at running back DeAndre Swift completed his 20th career game in Week 7. He joins running backs Barry Sanders and Billy Sims as the only players in team history to post at least 1,500 scrimmage yards and 15 touchdowns through 20 games.
Yeah.
So how about that?
And the most receptions by any running back in Detroit Lions history ever in 20 games at 88.
Absolutely amazing. Swift is, and Jeremy, you and I, we'll get back to the game here in just a second, but you and I had a conversation about something the other day. And that was about Swift leaving the Lions.
And I'm not saying this year or next year, but in 2023, they have a big decision to make because he's a second rounder, not a first rounder, which means you don't get a fifth-year team option. Running backs get a lot of money as a vet, and it depends on what we have left in cap space at the time. If it doesn't work out money-wise, 2023 is the year that they could decide, hey, maybe we should trade him, get picks, and get a running back in the draft that's good. That's all I'm saying. If the money's not there to pay him, because running backs get 20 to 25 million when they're good per year, it might be time to shop them around.
I don't want to see it. Stick with him.
I'm not saying I want to see it. I'm saying that is an option they have.
Well, he might want out at the end of his contract too. You never know.
Oh God, I hope not.
A lot is going to depend on what happens, believe it or not, with Jared Goff in 2023.
Bolt Fan 44 hopping in tonight, boys, saying, "What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's up, Bolt Fan?
Thanks for hopping in."
I'm looking at a lot of moral victories in this last game because that's all we got right now is moral victories.
Yeah, I mean, there's positives coming out of every game, even though we've lost every one of them. There's positives to every.
With the exception for at least 5 of the 7.
Well, I would say even Green Bay. I mean, the positive was we were hanging with them. at the
We were
first.
leading at the half. Yeah, we
Yeah.
were leading at the half.
We're hanging right with Green Bay. If we could just
But
put
I
a
will-
whole game together, it'd be different.
If Aaron Donald wouldn't have hit Goff, I bet you he completes that pass to Hawkinson.
Yeah. Think about it. It was a
Because-
lame duck coming out of his hand when he got hit.
Right. When he got hit, all the momentum going forward was taken away. He was pushed back as he hit. That's why it floated 6 yards short. Jalen
Yeah, but-
Ramsey just happened to be there for a gift.
He wouldn't have caught Hawkinson in the back of the end zone.
Well, the guys that were defending Hawkinson were behind him,
Yep.
and Jalen Ramsey was 6 yards in front of him, which means he was trying to drop it in that tight window.
But
6
he got
yards is a
hit.
tight window
So the ball went too short. That's what happened.
because he got hit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If he wouldn't have been hit, I bet you he completed that pass, and it's a different game.
You know, going back to Statman's point, every game except for maybe a couple was winnable in my eyes. We had it. We could have won most of the games this year, I think. But this last game against the Rams, an elite team, we were there. I mean, all the way,
Toe to toe.
full blown, toe to toe, never stepped back. So it makes you wonder how the Lions are going to go into this next week against with Philly. It seems like lately the weeks they have been progressing more and more, especially these last couple, I believe. And
Yeah.
it's that time now. It's like they're right there. Now's the time they're going to push over that hill.
And somebody asked me, as the casual NFL fan, would you be a seller if you were a Lion? I was like, no, I wouldn't be a seller. Right now, they have all the cap space in the world for next season. You're a buyer. You get somebody that's in the last year of a rookie contract or 2 years away from the end of his rookie contract. So you get him for cheap. Like if I had to choose between Brandon Ayuk or Andy Isabella, I'm going to go with Brandon Ayuk. He's taller. He's a little slower, but he's about the same in the route running tree. And he has 2 years left on his rookie contract.
I think he's going to become available is what I was seeing.
He's on the trade block.
So I would pick him up in a second. What do you think, Statman? Brandon Ayuk?
Oh, I like Ayuk. But
And
I
a
would say
different team.
Isabella is the better.
He has the better
Better-
speed.
I don't know. I'd say better overall receiver. He can catch better. Ayuk's been up and down with his performance.
But was Ayuk's performance based on team of where he's at?
I don't think you can blame it on the team of where he's at.
Really?
Because I think he's a lot better player than he's showing on San Francisco.
He got buried on the depth chart when they drafted Deebo Samuel the next season.
Dan says Ayuk has better upside. And Bolt Fan 44 said, I heard Dolphins agreed on a trade for Watson, but I guess stuff is still pending with those legal issues.
Yep. And that's why everybody is like backing off as quick as they make the trades. There's
Yeah,
been
'cause
4 teams that's been rumored to trade for Watson, and every single one has not came through yet.
Yeah,
And it's because
The legal
because-
issues, I'm assuming.
well, it's 22 women in a civil suit, and that's a huge thing. But there's 24 criminal charges for sexual misconduct, and 2 of them are not involved in the case. Those 2 are the most important. And the reason why is they didn't want to be a part of the money grab, because if you're a part of the money grab in a civil case, that's public record, and your name can be dragged through the mud.
Huh? Interesting. I don't know. I mean, Watson to the Dolphins would definitely make that team 10 times better, I think.
But
They'd
then
have,
where does
better-
Tua
they'd have a
go?
quarterback.
Well,
What?
I heard it was
What's-
supposed to be a 3-team trade with Miami getting picks from Washington, Texans getting picks from Miami, Tua goes to Washington, Deshaun Watson goes to Miami, is what I was heard was going to happen.
And who's the Texans quarterback?
They ride with Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills. They're sellers right now because
Wow.
they're in the cellar.
Dan Leonard says Samuel was drafted year before Ayuk, but was injured last year.
Right. Okay.
But
Yeah, Ayuk was a rookie
the
last
one
year.
that's killing it right now for them. I believe.
Who is it? Samuel? Oh, yeah. He's one of the yard leaders in receptions.
Well, guys,
Yep.
why don't we get over to Statman stats of the game?
Yep.
All right.
So, Statman, here we go.
So Detroit Lions versus the LA Rams. Total yards, Detroit beat LA 415 to 374. In the rushing yards category, Detroit led that as well with 137 to Los Angeles' 49. Turnovers, Detroit 2, LA 0. I think those are key stats because yard-wise, yards per play-wise, I mean, there was a ton of stats I could have went over that the Lions easily matched the Los Angeles Rams and that Super Bowl contending team. The only thing that killed us, like in every other game, was mistakes. The second interception, though, I am going to stand up for Goff on this one. That was not a pick, even though it wouldn't have changed the outcome of the game. That was not an interception. It wouldn't have been a catch if it was a receiver, and I'm going to make that clear right now.
You can't trap the ball on the ground to catch it.
No, you cannot.
You know, if you look at, like you said, Statman, if you look at all the stats from that game, the list of stats, I'm pretty sure the Lions pretty much outdid the Rams in almost everything, if I remember right. So we outperformed a high caliber team like the Rams. We outperformed them. Did we lose? Yes, but we still we outplayed them. Smoking Jerry B, do you agree with that?
To an extent, yes. Where we got outplayed was in the receiving game, and it started when A.J. Parker went down. When Trey Flowers went out, their running game opened up a little bit in the second half, but when A.J. Parker went down, Cooper Kupp went off. He only had 49 yards receiving and no touchdowns while Parker was on him. As soon as he was down, he goes off for another 100 and whatever on Daryl Worley, which thank God he went back to the practice squad.
I can't wait to see the future of A.J. Parker and how it turns out because that kid, he has some good talent, and he's going to be one of the lockdown corners in the future.
You know what?
Yep, I like A.J. Parker a little better than Jerry Jacobs myself.
Well, I was just going to say that goes with Jacobs too. I think.
Yeah, I love Jacobs as well.
But also, we can't forget about one man that pretty much shut out Aaron Donald the entire game.
Penei Sewell.
Penei Sewell pretty much shut down Aaron Donald the entire game, except for that one time.
I guess when they got into it, somebody said there was a quote, and it's kind of funny. He's like, I'm sure you don't want me to bite a new cap, do you? And that's when they broke up, and he goes, that's what I thought.
If you looked at them when they're standing in front of each other, when you have Sewell and Aaron Donald, Aaron Donald's is huge, and Sewell looked a little bigger than Aaron Donald.
He is bigger than Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is actually not as huge as you think. That's one of the reasons why he fell in that first round, is because he was a tweener of a defensive tackle.
Regardless, he's a beast, and Sewell took him to school.
Oh yeah. Yes,
it was funny. Did you see Aaron Donald's eyes when they were getting into it?
Mm-hmm.
He looked a little intimidated by Sewell because he wasn't ready for somebody to stand up to him and try to push him around.
Well,
especially
Sewell pushed him back, and he got mad and grabbed his face mask, and Sewell grabbed his back and just said, "Yeah, what?"
You gotta think. What is Sewell? He's like 20.
He's 20 and he's 6'3" and 330 pounds.
So you got Aaron Donald messing with this fired up 20-year-old who ain't gonna back down from nothing. But the key factor is that Aaron Donald did not get hardly any pressure at all until that one play where he
had two plays.
Well,
two plays then.
Either way,
one sack, one almost sack.
Entire game pretty much without Aaron Donald being a factor. And if you think about our keys to victory for that game, I think I mentioned it. to contain Aaron Donald was one of my keys to victory. And we could have won that game. We didn't get the victory, but we did that, and look how it paid off.
And we also dominated the run game.
We ran,
which we all said. We controlled the clock for the most part.
Yep, kept Stafford off the field. If it wasn't for those huge plays to Cooper Kupp, that would have been a totally different game, I think.
Not only that, let's go back and say it for what it is. The penalties. The penalties were worse than the 2 turnovers at the end of the game, because that's what kept us out of the red zone a lot of the time.
Yeah,
well,
holding.
You get a good positive play, and then there it goes right back.
There was that one. What was it? A 30-yarder by Swift, and it got called back for holding.
Yep.
That one on Hawkinson was ridiculous. The guy didn't even have a chance of making a play on Swift, and they called a holding on him.
Yeah, he wasn't even close to him.
You can't turn him around. That's the letter of the rule. I get it. It sucks, but that is the letter of the rule.
I don't know why defensive line don't flop a little bit more. Maybe make it look like they're holding. Be kind of a smart play to do, if you're honest.
Acting like the quarterbacks do.
Like LeBron James in the NBA.
Yeah.
Or Russell Westbrook or James Harden.
Hey JB, we're gonna get to your hot and cold players next, but why don't we go ahead and do a shout out to the old sponsoroo?
Absolutely. Let's give a special thanks to A1 Tire and Auto Repair, 2 locations to serve you in Saginaw and Bay City. They specialize in new and used tires, rims, and as well as window tinting at the Saginaw location. Mention this ad, get $10 off.
Beautifully said. Hey guys, just a quick reminder: we are at 106 subscribers on our march to 1,000. So if you have not subscribed yet, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and make sure you like the episode and share with all your Detroit Lions friends. Let them know about us. We're getting a lot of good positive feedback from a lot of people about our show, and we love that. So thank you all very much that have been throwing the feedback in there. We got Bolt fan coming in, says, I'm surprised Ramsey didn't get a taunting call after that one interception toward the Lions bench.
I said that. I called that.
It should have been. It should have been the taunting with an automatic ejection. That's what it's supposed to be.
Because he was literally going like this with the ball in his hands in front of the players on the sideline. That's taunting. Yep. How is that not taunting?
I'm surprised Campbell didn't knock him out of his ass after he seemed
if I was a player on the sideline, I would have.
He remembers a certain Super Bowl when Neil O'Donnell got picked off and he almost punched that guy running down the sideline, that Bill Cowher. Mm-hmm. I don't think he wanted the fine.
Hey, Statman, I'm going to let you handle this one.
Yes. If you want all of your We Are Lions Nation podcast gear, go to wearelionsnation.com. Find all the gear that you are looking for to support us and this show and let it grow stronger and bigger.
Yeah, don't
Appreciate
forget
everybody.
The brand new hoodie, Smoking That Hopium since 1934. Beautiful hoodie. Got a lot of reviews on those. So make sure if you have not gotten yourself one, hop on wearelionsnation.com, grab yourself a Smoking That Hopium hoodie or Got Hopium t-shirt. Either way, or you can grab yourself a beautiful Smoking Jeremy B shirt as well. Those are available too. And don't forget about your Statman shirt, your Soul Man shirt. We got the crew shirts. We got all kinds of awesome products. The awesome bucket hat, which Statman is not wearing tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, go ahead. It's right. It's right here, right there. Awesome bucket hat. We got a lot of cool stuff. So please, wearelionsnation.com. Grab your merchandise. All the proceeds from that go directly to our show and for the show only. So thank you all very much for who have gotten products. And if you haven't, go ahead and hop on over there. So
that bucket hat is sweet. I want to say it is one of the most comfortable hats I've ever had. So
boom, there you hear it. Live from the man that owns one. I actually am waiting for my Got Hopium t-shirt still. It's taken forever to get here, but I did order one. So it sounds
nice.
We got Smoking Jeremy B's hot and cold players of the week. JB, can you see it?
I can't.
Barely, but I can. I'll do it. I said the hot players were Swift, Julian Aquara, and Hawk. I also added a couple, but it couldn't fit on there. Tracy Walker and Panay Sewell. I had Lynn again because there was a couple of plays that I was just like, what in the are you doing? Worley, we already went over that. He gave up so many yards per cup. Marlowe, out of position. He was on the field for 8 plays, out of position on 6. And, of course, the refs for botching the interception and also not the taunting penalty.
So let's so Jeremy B, why don't you break it down just a little bit more for everybody, basically for your players of the week?
Well, Swift went off. He had a great game. Williams did good in his stead, but he was nowhere near as effective as Swift. That 70-yard right off the rip touchdown to start the game, that was a thing of beauty.
And I missed it.
I did not. And then, of course, you got Hawk being Hawk. He was getting open. He was doing the crossing routes, doing the slants, all that good stuff. That was open for him most of the day. They weren't able to take it away from him. Of course, Julian Aquara got another big sack on Stafford. You know, it's nice to see him up there getting those pressures. We need that. We need him to keep doing that. Tracy Walker, probably our 3rd best defensive player this past week, and still a top 5 rated safety in the league.
Yep.
Can't ask for much more than that out of him. And Panay Sewell, the job he did on Aaron Donald. I couldn't ask him to do any better unless he was going after Reggie White.
And I'm going to throw out a shout out to somebody too. Dan Campbell coming out with the trick plays, the onside kick, the 2 converted fake punts. Awesome coaching job, buddy.
Let's talk about that direct snap one to CJ Moore, because you know what was good about that? We caught the Rams pulling a Patricia. They had 10 men on the field.
Yep. Yeah, I noticed it after the play because the announcers were saying something about it. I didn't actually count them out before the play started and was like, oh, they only got 10 people on the field.
Well, they were trying to do an all-out. They were trying to do an all-out punt block with just the returner back. Well, they had the returner back there, but there was only 9 men at the line.
Big mistake.
Hey, Dan Leonard brought up a good point here. He said, don't forget about the Hawk signing. There is, I don't remember exactly where it is, but the TJ Hawkinson is doing a signing.
It's at the Lakeside Mall. I don't know where that's at.
That's the one off 14 Mile in Troy.
And it's going on Monday, which is my birthday.
You better get down there.
Wish I could go. I really wish I could go. I have to work, unfortunately.
Don't you have any sick days?
No, unfortunately, I ran out of all of my vacation throughout the year.
Oh,
you don't even have any.
Crazy Ken said, awesome gear. Thank you, Crazy Ken.
Thanks, Dad.
Well, I used up a lot during the summer. We do a lot of camping trips and adult trips for me and my wife.
Are you one of those ones that use up your sick days as vacation days?
Well, I don't have sick days per se. It's all vacation. So I can use them for sick days or not.
So it's almost
so it's just
personal leave.
It's just PTO, paid time off.
Yeah.
So you get so many hours a year.
3 weeks of it a year.
And you used it all.
Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately.
Did you mention Smoking Jeremy B? Did you mention Sewell in your hot players?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I want to make sure that he was mentioned. Statman, I want to give you a chance too. Was there anybody that Jeremy B didn't mention that you want to give a shout out to?
I know Jeremy wanted to talk about one other person, and that was Trey Flowers. And I completely agree with him. Once he went down, literally the running game started appearing for the Rams. Trey Flowers was a big part of stopping that run game for the Los Angeles Rams. So Trey Flowers would be the guy that I'd want to throw out there.
Well, and I have to go. I agree with Jeremy B on the DeAndre Swift, but I'm also going to add my other in the zone player for that game, which was Jamal Williams. I think the two combo of those two running in that game was brilliant. They did well. And I
like
think
I said,
all of our in the zone players played very well. I believe so.
4.9 yards per rush for us against the Rams.
We can do it. We can run the ball. The only thing is that we just don't have that receiving core that we need. And if we had that, I think we'd be talking a whole different thing right now.
Oh, look at the Green Bay game. If we would have just ran in the second half, we would have been all right in that game. We probably would have stuck with them.
No,
By the way,
but
there are three defensive players out for the Cardinals, but the bigger thing is in that game coming up tomorrow night, Devontae Adams and Anthony Lazard, the 1 and 2 targets for the Packers, are out with COVID. They cannot play.
Yeah, I seen that. So Logan's wife, Amanda, said
that's my wife right there.
She says
that's what I'm talking about.
Call in, LOL, YOLO.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Call in. I might.
Yeah, screw you, work. Not coming in Monday.
You don't want to sponsor us anyway, sucker. Hey, speaking of sponsors, if you're watching the show and you'd like to sponsor us, perhaps maybe a beverage product.
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Mountain Dew.
We all have one. Look, we all
Yeah,
have one.
every single one of us. You got the classic, he's got the can, I got the 1 liter.
The
That's
official
fantastic.
drink of We Are Lions Nation.
Lions Nation.
Come on, man. I'm just saying, anybody, if we're always looking for new sponsorships, so if you do have your own business or anything like that, you'd like us to be, you like to be a sponsor, let us know, and we'll definitely get you on the no smoking Jimmy B.
What,
And-
Marlboro? Why not?
It is cheap right now. So hop on it while you can get a deal.
Yeah, do it, and we'll just promote the crap out of you on our episode like we do for
A1 Tire and Auto Repair.
See, we do it all the time. We love it, man. Yeah. So, like I was saying, I think if I don't know if you guys agree or not, but especially based on last week, if we would have had just a little bit better receivers, maybe that would have been a different game.
I think if we'd have got rid of the penalties, it'd have been a different game. You're talking about it'd have been a 3-score lead with the Rams trying to come back.
Yeah, that's true because we had the lead.
Dan
We were
Campbell
leading
said
13-3.
Dan Campbell said it over and over again. The margin of error for this team is so small. The penalties, the turnovers are going to kill you. It's going to make it hard for you to be able to win. So as soon as we eliminate these small mistakes, we'll be all right.
Let's give credit where credit due. 2 weeks in a row, he's been sacked, no fumbles.
Yes. Baby Hands has not dropped the ball.
So it's not fumbling behind the line that's been an issue. And I'm going to defend Goff on one more. That may have been a high pass to Swift, but that ball does not tip that high in the air off your fingertips. It hit him in the palm of the hands, which means he should have caught it. He had one last week against the Bengals. They hit him in the breadbasket, and he dropped it.
Swift doesn't
He
make
literally
mistakes.
had his hands up like this to catch and had both hands on it. You got to come down with that.
Boat Fan 44 says, man, after work, I'd always get a tall can of Mountain Dew, sometimes afterward at my local Rite Aid. See? He's referring to Mountain Dew from Pepsi.
The nectar of the gods.
The official soda for We Are Lions Nation.
Or pop, however you like to say it.
Pop, soda, same thing.
Pop. We're in Michigan. We call this beautiful confection of yellow goodness pop.
You can get
Tomato.
You can get Mountain Dew in many different varieties, such as real sugar variety. They have diet, code red, orange, and
Original.
many other flavors as well.
Live wire,
Voltage.
voltage. What's that white one? Whiteout?
Whiteout. Then right now
Pitch
they
black.
have
Mountain Dew
Mountain
Kickstarts.
Dew Voodoo, Mountain Dew Voodoo, mystery
Kick.
flavor. Mhm.
Don't forget pitch black, the grape flavored one.
If you need that jump in the morning, get yourself a Mountain Dew Kickstart. The only way to start a day.
That's our sponsor post.
Dan says, I'm with the wife.
YOLO,
And
call in.
Crazy Ken says, do the do.
Do.
Right.
You got it. Do the do.
Well, listen, guys, a quick reminder to check us out this Friday night for our Friday night mashup. I know it sounds like where Mr. Dan Leonard is going to be joining us this Friday.
And more than likely, Chicken Nugget King and Dom DeRubis.
Yep. And for everybody that normally watches our show that's not in here right now, it's probably because we're only on YouTube and they didn't pay attention to the post that said we will be on YouTube tonight. So, like, our buddy Chicken Nugget King is not here tonight.
Oh, they're in their Detroit versus everybody chat talking about trade. Victor, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
I live down south and they call everything Coke.
Yeah, I used to hate that. I'd walk into a restaurant down south when I lived down there, and they'd have Pepsi products. What flavor Coke do you want? I said, is that by the gram? That didn't go over well. I don't know why.
Yeah, it threw me off the first time I heard somebody say that. I'm like, yeah, I'd like a large drink. Well, what type of Coke would you want? I was like, it looks like you have Pepsi products, not Coke. No, what kind of Coke do you want? Like, I guess a Mountain Dew Coke.
Mountain Dew flavored Coke, please.
I went to a place and they said, we don't have Pepsi products here. And I said, oh. I said, what do you have? And they said, Coke. I said, is that by the gram or the ounce?
PG. We were talking before the show that we were all going to just do this the whole time.
Now we're going to talk real quiet.
But we thought it might be, it's Halloween time. We didn't want to scare anyone with our loud voices. So, hey, yeah, but our Friday night mashup, we'll have our Who You Got picks. Make sure you go and vote for your primetime pick, which is now live on the We Are Lions Nation podcast Facebook page. Go ahead and get your votes in. It's a real close battle between us and you guys out there. So if you want to win it, maybe there'll be a prize. Who knows?
Don't we show our results?
No, tomorrow or Friday.
I thought we always showed them today.
We always do it on the post game, man.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Victor, you want to join us on Friday Night Mashup? We'll try to get you back in.
Oh, dang.
Why is it we always got every time we catch you with one thing with your pants down lately?
Yeah, the last 3 episodes, it's like, I wonder what Andy's gonna forget this time.
You do. Oh,
could you see me in the backstage?
Yeah.
That's okay. I let it go all the way to the front stage. I was sitting here like this. I was like, yeah, there you go.
You know what?
Don't you ever do that to me again?
I made the Who You Got results, and I just forgot to put it in. So.
Oh, so let's do that now.
Here it is. We have the results. Primetime Showdown. The nation right now is sitting at 12-9. The We Are Lions Nation podcast, guys, us, we are sitting at 11-10. So right there. For the We Are Lions Nation podcast picks, I am sitting at 57-49.
Dead last.
Yeah, I know. Statman 59-47, so much better.
Slacker.
Smoker JB is at 69-38, but if I may, Smoking
Six.
JD went 9-4 this week. Statman went 8-5, and I went 10-3. So I won this week. Let's just
Hey, 6 of those losses for me are from picking the Lions. Okay,
it's
6
true.
of them.
It's true.
7 of them.
No, 6 because I didn't pick the Lions last week.
Oh, that's true. Well, I stopped picking them 3 weeks ago.
So 7 of mine are Lions for sure.
I honestly think they're going to win this week, though. We'll get
This
into
week-
that on
I
Friday.
have a feeling. I have a feeling.
This
They're
week's
finally
gonna be
showing
interesting.
4-quarter output. What did I say?
It's a spooky night on Halloween. You never know.
Crazy
Right.
Ken says
Crazy stuff happens.
Right after boot camp, we finally got a weekend off. This was in California, and I asked for a Coke, and the waitress asked me what flavor. I was blown.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't get it. A Coke is a Coke. A Mountain Dew
Right.
is a Mountain Dew. I'm sorry,
A
but
Pepsi's a Pepsi. A Sprite's
Yes.
a Sprite.
Coke does not taste like Pepsi at all, and there's nothing else that tastes like Mountain Dew anywhere at all. I don't think.
A lot have tried to copy it since 1978 when Mountain Dew came out, but
No.
none have come close.
Mountain Dew just has that. It just has that flavor.
I've tried drinking it's like a dollar store version or something. I think it's called like Mountain Mist or something.
No, yeah,
Yep.
Hey,
And then there's Moon Mist by Fago.
not the same.
I remember Surge came out.
Surge I like Surge. That's one of my favorite. We have that up here.
Surge
But it had that ginseng in it, so it gave you an aftertaste. That's what I didn't like about it.
that's like the closest thing that ever came to Mountain Dew though.
Yep.
Surge.
Sundrop down south wasn't bad.
Yeah,
So-
Sundrop's not too bad.
So, fellas, before the stat man sings us a farewell into the night, any final thoughts on the game or looking ahead to Philly based on this last weekend? How do you guys think that this Philly game could play out? Just a quick.
I think they have a chance to win. The thing that I said in my opinion piece, and I'm going to stand by it, you can tell by watching the games, they're just a few players short of being able to compete consistently. But it's coming soon, and those L's would turn into W's.
The stat man.
I think we have a lot to look forward to. This coaching staff is great. I've said it from the beginning of the year. They're handed a kind of a crap roster with a crap salary cap, and has made the best of it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
We have played above expectations in a lot of these games. I mean, we haven't come out with a win, and expecting them to win is a little too over. What do I want to say, Jeremy? You always got the perfect thing to
A
say.
little too much on the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, a little too much on the Kool-Aid there to expect them to win right now and be a playoff and Super Bowl contender. Look forward to next year. We'll see how this draft goes at the end of the year. We draft smart. I think Brad Holmes is going to do a great job in the drafting prospects, and I'm looking forward to next year. Goff's our guy. Nobody might like him, but he's our guy. We're stuck with him. His contract's too much. And it's going to hurt us too bad to get rid of him, like Jeremy said over and over again. So just face the facts. We're going to have to deal with Goff for the next couple of years, but I think
Embrace
it's okay.
The suck.
I think that
I think it's okay.
if the Lions play like they played last weekend against the teams in the remainder of their schedule, they have a very good chance of winning.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
we're beating
again.
Green Bay at the end of the year.
Yeah, because they're going to have the division and the conference almost sewed up.
I am looking. I'm not going to lie. I don't like to look that far ahead, but I am, looking forward to seeing what Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell can do with the draft and free agency. I am excited about that. But like I said, I don't like to look that far. I'm focusing on the Philly game, which I think we can win for sure. I think the Lions can beat Philly, and we'll talk about that on the pregame show. But I want to say one thing real quick. The pregame show this week might be a little different it's probably going to be just me for the most part. So
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there with you, man. Hey, I'm not
I
leaving you
gotta work.
hanging on the pregame. I will be there. I will be on the pregame. I'll be
you're
at
gonna
the
be
game.
you're
I
gonna
don't
be at the
care.
game.
I don't care. I'll be there.
He can go to one of
I'll be
those
walking
balloon
around the
animals.
stadium, show you their pro shop, everything. I don't care.
Hell yeah!
I'll
If
stand in
I'm
line
ever
and
going to
interview
a game,
fans.
So
I'm
for
doing
the-
it live.
For the pregame show Sunday morning, Logan or the Statman will be broadcasting live from Ford Field.
And they're going to get a win because I talked to Dan Campbell personally, and he promised me a win for my birthday because it is on Monday.
Aw.
Logan just called him up because
Have you been a good boy? Because I would
I
hate
talked
for
to
him to
Goff-
say
Goff's
"fuck
my
you" and you
best
get
friend.
Cole.
Goff's my best friend. Like I'm be hanging out with him. Be like, yeah, what's up, Goff?
Well, let's catch up to the comments real quick. Ken says, "Crazy Ken says I'm actually a Pepsi holiday."
Pepsi holic. He meant holic.
I got it.
He got auto corrected.
Spell corrected.
Got it. I think the Lions are going to win. Absolutely, Crazy Ken. Thank you. Victor Les says, I miss Ruby Red Squirt. That was
That was good. That was
That
good.
is good.
And back to Bolt Fan, he said, I also like Fanta Pineapple. There is a pineapple pop. I don't know if it's Fanta or Faygo. I can't think of what, but that is absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorite pops.
Well,
It was Fanta.
not a lot of people can get Faygo besides Michiganders.
Right.
love
Fanta
Faygo.
is the nationwide one, so it was Fanta.
It's got to be. I don't know if it's that brand here, but there's a pineapple soda here that's absolutely killer. And I love it. I'll drink the whole 2 liter of that shit. Not all the time, but I do drink it.
I think it's Faygo.
And then we have
Faygo's got a good pineapple.
Ken says, yep, Pepsi holic for Ken. My grandma, she's a Coca-holic. Not.
Little pick me up for the day.
Let me clear that up, Grandma, if you're watching. She wakes up, puts a Coke on ice, and has her nice little glass of Coke every day. So
Most people use a straw.
it's like she does.
Oh,
too,
sorry.
straw.
Wrong Coke.
She does use a straw though, in her little cup. So yeah, that made me think of her for some reason. The whole pop thing. We got on a whole topic tonight of pop.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that people say our show stands out from all the others because it's opinion based and we just talk about what we want and when we want. And we're not all about numbers and statistics. So if you know your Lions fan friends that want to watch something like that and not the same old boring thing over and over again, share our page. Make sure if you haven't, click that subscribe button and please like the episodes. That does nothing but help us with our YouTube stats, which helps us get out there more. So if you guys hit that like button, it actually will get our podcast out there more so more people can see it. So it works that simple. Now, let's go ahead and send it down to Stat. Oh, whoa, what's this? I have no idea, Jeremy B, what that one said.
I liked Winked.
I liked Wink before they took out the Silamates. That's your dad, Jeremy B.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying, and I'm like, I'm at a loss.
Pineapple watermelon is what Vic. This is what I wanted to get to. Is what Victor just said. If that's something, I gotta find it because I bet that's absolutely delicious. All right, Statman, let's go ahead and close it out for tonight. Take it home, buddy.
All right. Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave. Rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor, you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory.
Lions.
One pride. Thank you all for watching.
Right.
Make sure you click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done it already. And we appreciate every one of you.
Yeah, on behalf of the Statman, Smoker Jeremy B, Mountain Dew, A1 Tire and Auto Repair, I am the Soul Man, and this has been We Are Lions Nation Podcast Live. We will see you Friday night, 7 p.m. for the Who You Got Mashup Show. See you there. Don't be late. Thanks to everybody that came in today.
Love y'all.
Good night.
Peace, love, and
One
chicken
pride.
grease.